Your Honor, opposing counsel, member of the gallery, hope it pleases the court. Today's case is going to be one that's really going to ruffle your feathers for this Thanksgiving skirmish we got going on. This is going to be a tragic Thanksgiving this year, as the charges are as follows: 1 charge of involuntary manslaughter and 1 child of child neglect. The date is October 23rd, 2023. In Chicago, Illinois. The incident happened around 9:45 a.m. in the morning, and it involves the defendant who is dressed up as a turkey here in the court today. What you're going to be hearing is about how the defendant in this matter had left their child unsupervised and alone in a car that had been left running in a closed garage. The child in the matter unfortunately perished due to carbon monoxide poisoning, which we will be providing further evidence along with witness testimony to which we'll be using to prove in the court. Let me get my train of thought.
Involuntary manslaughter and child negligence.
Rewind that. Yeah, 1 charge of each. We'll be providing, again, like I said before, we'll be providing evidence and witness testimony that will further prove that the defendant should be found guilty of both charges for this horrendous Thanksgiving crime here in the court.
Alright. I'm doing that because you just disrupted the court. I'm gonna officially kick you because, like I said, I don't want things to end up going like this. So please, don't go in the middle. Don't go in the middle. That's what I thought. Okay. Now, Rim, obviously you're gonna withhold your statement, so I'm just gonna continue on with the prosecution provide evidence. Is that okay? Because, that's how you usually roll, right?
Okay, damn, alright.
That's how we usually roll, right? You just ain't gonna say what you withhold, and you're gonna ask until the prosecution brings evidence, right? Alright, anyways, prosecution can go ahead, evidence.
Okay,
So,
I'm
oh,
going to motion for 3 pieces, if defense is okay with that. Or if defense has any objections to that. Sweet. How do you sit down?
okay, here we go. Mic was fixed. Okay. Oh, do we say punishment? That's okay. We're not gonna say punishment. Morning, Chicago, Illinois. And whoever that person is, do you mind? Envy, do you mind responding? As if you're not trying to be quiet, if you're gonna be quiet and all that, I do mind. But if you're just gonna keep on talking or whatever, then I advise you just respond. But if you're gonna not talk, then just you can sit there. I don't mind. know if she's ready or not. Probably have to go check anyways, but it's okay. Who's that big avatar? Okay, you literally. Oh no. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if Sinny's all that too. Reggie, since you can walk in here, do you mind if you can be the bailiff? Do you mind if I check up on her?
Which room is she in?
I think that room, the documents room. Oh, this is why. Okay. Once again, it'll take some time as it is. Just I apologize for what it is. It'll take around like an hour or so. So, as soon as it's all done with an hour, and then you guys can just do whatever you want to do from here. But like I said, this is just kind of reserved. Just to, if you don't mind, just watching as a witness for this, then you guys can participate in this after. Oh, okay. Okay, Miss
Alright.
Cinnamon, are you ready to go?
Yeah, I think so, Your Honor.
Alright,
If I may approach.
you may.
Right. So the first piece of evidence that I want to can bring up is the crime scene. This crime scene is serving purpose for dash cam footage. Or excuse me, not dash cam footage. Security footage inside of the garage, which had it had a clear shot of the entire garage. So I want you to keep that in mind as I explain the details of the crime scene. So the details are as follows. In the video footage that you see in the garage, around 9:40 in the morning, you see the defendant walking out. She's carrying her baby in her arms, her little toddler. She goes into the car. You see that she straps the kid into the car. She gets into the car after strapping the toddler into their car seat. She proceeds to turn on the car. It's a cold morning. It's Chicago. It's October 23rd, like I had mentioned in the opening. So she's warming up the car to get ready to go to work and drop her kid off at daycare. That's why she's dressed up as chicken. The defendant is a
Oh, I get it.
I'm lagging really bad. Excuse me. Goodness. So the defendant dressed up in her seasonal wear. She's going to be attending some early Halloween party. She goes and in her turkey wear, she gets receives what appears to be a phone call. As she reaches into her pocket, she grabs out a small device, which we can identify in the video footage as a cell phone. She proceeds to answer the call. She leaves the area. She goes up the little stairs, enters back into the house from the garage, and she leaves the car still running with her child in it. You get a pretty clear image of the child who's still strapped into their car seat in the back of the car. As a few minutes pass by, you see that the kid who was once moving around in their car seat has now slumped over. They are no longer moving. It's around 9:45 that the mother of the child comes back in. You see that she opens up the door and she quickly takes a step back. She covers her mouth with her hands. She seems to be dialing on the phone The police and fire department arrive around 10:05ish to the scene. From there, you see that the come in with their masks to battle the carbon monoxide, which is still pouring into that garage. They are able to retrieve the body of the child, and that's where the video footage ends. So that's what I brought here today. Excuse me, I'm lagging again. I don't know what is lagging me.
That's fine.
Second piece is just the autopsy report, but we can just use it. I didn't grab the certificate. It's just showcasing that the child did die of carbon monoxide poisoning. That was the only ruling reason for them for their cause of death.
Record. Deceased due to carbon monoxide.
Yep. Mhm.
Okay. Only these two?
Yep, that's all the pieces of evidence, Your Honor.
Alright. Defense, do you have? There's two pieces of evidence that's been presented. Do you have anything to object before these get admitted?
I just have a question for the prosecution, if that's okay. What exact time did my client leave the car?
She left around 9:40 in the morning. So the car had been running for about 5 or so minutes.
Okay, that's fine. I have no objections. If I may do my opening statement.
Yes, you may.
Alrighty. Now, Your Honor, members of the gallery, opposing counsel. Typically, when someone comes up here and they say, my client was not in control of their actions, you typically get the feel that I'm making some sort of insanity plea of some sort. But Your Honor, I'm here to say that I mean that in the most direct and literal meaning possible. I in my client's stead will be acting as a whistleblower. I'm not saying that the members of law enforcement, I'm not saying the members of law enforcement and that were present on the scene knew what my client's circumstances were. But I instead offer that there is a more deeply rooted issue with the higher-ups in the U.S. chain of command, and I aim to take the criminal action and negligence that the prosecution shows and show the court that it belongs to someone else. Now, Your Honor, if I may be allowed to go get my evidence.
You may. You may. Let's do.
All right, that was 3 pieces of evidence allowed, correct, Your Honor?
Yes, it is.
Perfect. All right. All right, Your Honor, if I may approach the well and present my evidence.
You may.
Alrighty, Your Honor. First thing I'd like to show, Your Honor, since I grabbed the wrong piece of paper, motion for this to be a proof of ownership.
Bruh. What? What? Why did you? Oh my gosh. Go get it.
Oh, I just grabbed the wrong piece of paper.
Go get it.
Grabbing a proof of ownership.
Go get it. You can go get it. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. I didn't want to go.
This is why. Oh dear.
Go ahead and take that.
All right. Now what is the proof of
So,
ownership?
Your Honor, this piece of paper in front of you is a proof of ownership of a radio facility in Stravonska. That is in Russia, Your Honor. Now, this radio facility, and what I'm going to be proving today, is that radio facility was used to use certain frequencies that, let's just say, have certain effects on the human mind, Your Honor. Now, this proof of ownership shows that this facility is belonging to one Mike Coxlong, and that'll be a very important name to this case, as you'll see later during witness testimony.
Okay.
Now, that just shows proof of ownership of the facility.
Okay.
Your Honor, right here, this is a university survey coming from Oxford professors, particularly professors in the field of psychology, Your Honor. This particular report comes from one Professor Dr. Doofenshitz, and you go into the logistics, and if we need to, we can have Mr. Doofenshitz come in here in person to explain this. But this report here in survey shows that as of October 1st, radio waves frequencies have been transmitted from Stravonska, Russia, to the U.S. And as you'll see, that these radio waves are very, very important to the case that we're going to discuss here today, involving my client and exactly why they're dressed up like dollar store superhero called the Thanksgiver. Now, Your Honor, this university survey here says that particularly when these radio waves were being quaked, there was a high rampant in crimes. Now, these are not crimes as in usually crimes like misdemeanors, like vandalism, stuff on that grounds, Your Honor. But as you'll see, and as you have seen in this case, that the manslaughter that occurred was actually done for a different crime, Your Honor. Because I'm here to say that my client did not check into work that day, and as you'll find out, was actually vandalizing. Now, as I stated earlier, I'm here to take away the negligence and the criminal act. Your Honor, this right here is an employee clock-in sheet. Now, this sheet, coming from my client's daycare, shows that on the date of October 3rd, my client did not clock in the work that day. And this was signed by the, let's call it, the head woman of the daycare, by the name of Miss Sweetbottom. She checks in the clock-in sheet every day, and my client did not clock in that day.
Okay.
All right, no further statements, Your Honor. Anything else will be left to witness testimony.
All right. Once again, prosecution, any objections?
You know what, Your Honor, I have no objections.
All right. No no cross examination. Ha, I did that. No, no objections as no objections stated. No, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a
I
joke.
did that.
No, it's a joke. It's a joke. No objection has been stated. All evidence have been admitted. 2 pieces of evidence for the prosecution. 3 pieces for the defense. Prosecution now remove the witness. Do you have any witnesses?
Oh. Second. Fine. Reggie, would you like?
Mind if I after I get debriefed? Mind if I restart in VR?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. Let's go 3 to 4 minutes or 4 to 5 minutes. I'll grant you guys like a little more time for prosecution. Defense maybe more. We'll see. All right, we're almost done. Let's see how many time. Let's see how much time we just spent on this. It says an hour, but I did this a little bit too early, so writing it back on this should be. Let me check real quick. Let me check really quick on how long with this. This should be like 30 minutes or so. So we're following like schedule or 40 minutes. We should be following schedule real pretty good. Just check it real quick. There's a video.
That's true. I would know.
Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, yeah, we're 30 minutes. We're 30 minutes in. So this. If we finish this, it should be like an hour. So thank you actually guys for actually staying still and actually listening to the case, because now we're actually gonna be finishing within less than an hour. So see what happens when everything's all controlled, everything's moving along as it is. We finish within like 30 minutes. Real easy.
Where's the bailiff?
Oh, we have no bailiff. I'm the bailiff. I'm the bailiff and the judge and the stenographer.
An executioner?
Yep.
He starts red. He starts red. It's me. Me.
Oh boy, though, this is gonna be a toughie, cause I don't know who to pick on this point, cause this needs to be.
I'm the best bailiff. This guy's a fucker. I'll do you pal. This is bailiff. It's me. It's me. Which one? I don't think our case went through. What the fuck? No, I like your Godfather impression. Black American in the Northwest, he got with you. That Jesus Christ is magic. How? Jesus, you come to me in the day of my daughter's wedding.
MV, can you go check on them, see if they are okay? I believe we give enough plenty of time as it is. They should, you know. Oh, are they ready? Are they still talking? Oh my lord. Okay.
Take me like all of 1 minute.
Oh,
I'm still doing it.
What do you think you're doing, huh? What kind of chicanery are you up to?
right. Since he logged on, I'm assuming just invite him.
Just sitting in the bailiff's seat.
Oh,
He's sitting over there too. What do you think he said? He said that too.
wasn't his name on? Did I just see his name on?
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
You stupid man poop.
Oh, there he is. Send invite. There we go. Alright. Almost done. Just.
Hit the gavel. Hit it. Use the gavel. Please. You put it back down. Ditto. You got like 6 fewer
Alright, I'm back.
All right. Obviously, if you're gonna, since we don't have whatever, I'm just gonna swear you in, Reggie, as it is. Do you swear to tell the truth, basically?
I do.
All right. We can commence now.
Hey, hello. I'd like to start by asking your name and occupation here for the court today.
My name's Reginald. Among many occupations that you're probably familiar with, I guess for this case, I'm a firefighter.
Hey, and how many years have you been working as a firefighter?
Probably around 2-3 years at this point.
Hey, and as a firefighter, since you've been working for so long, have there been any other, any other skills that you've had to have during your time or during your career?
I mean, naturally, you have to know basic first aid and just that sort of stuff.
Okay. And I'd like to direct your attention to to the date of October 23rd of this year. Can you tell us what you were doing on that day?
I was inside of the station and I guess to just answer a question, that's what I was doing. Awaiting calls.
And during this time, did you receive any calls?
Yeah, I received a call from an apparent carbon monoxide poisoning.
Okay. And regarding the carbon monoxide poisoning, were you the one who responded to said call?
Yes.
And so when you responded to the call and you arrived at the scene, can you tell us a little bit about what happened when you had gotten there?
When I arrived on scene, there was a female who was basically frantically telling us to check on their child. She claimed that she was the 911 caller, and she was saying that her child was inside of the garage.
And so upon hearing that, excuse me, let me rewind. So upon hearing that, was she the one who had, or how did you make your way to go check onto the child that had been apparently in distress?
So basically, she continued for us to make entry through the house, through the garage at that point. Is at this point, she began yelling stuff at us, like, not like in a mean way, but she was just saying how she left. She only left him for like 5 to 7 minutes after falling out of elementary school or whatever. She was talking about that. But basically, we just went into the garage through the front door, through the house, and then finally into the garage.
Okay, and upon arrival into the garage, can you explain here to the court the scene?
Well, basically, I was tunnel vision on getting to the child who apparently had the poisoning. So, we had to basically go in there with the mask and basically retrieve the child who was still strapped into the side of the vehicle, which was fortunately running.
And you had previously mentioned that you had basic knowledge of first aid and medical treatment. Were you the one who had performed the first aid on said child?
Yes, so we had to, basically what I had to do was, assess the patient's check vitals, and most importantly, administer oxygen, which is important for carbon monoxide victims. And just checking vitals, and most importantly, getting the EMTs over who
Bro, you're
will be able to
touching
transport them to the hospital.
everyone. Like, stop. Get smaller.
And what
More
had
fault.
happened
Shut up.
after you had tried or excuse me, what had
No, I'm
happened
not.
or excuse me, bring more. What noticeable features or changes did you notice the child had
Oh,
went through when you had
The
performed your
child.
first
Oh,
aid
fuck,
on
bro,
them?
this is the wrong court.
Unfortunately, the child was
bro, this court
appeared
sucks.
to be lifeless, but
Like, this sucks.
but
Who
you have
cares about
to
the
try to bring
child?
them back. So you have to administer oxygen, be able to get perform CPR, do rescue breaths, stuff like that. But the child initially appeared to be lifeless after I administered oxygen.
And so the excuse me. Right, and so after you had administered your first aid, the child was then sent over to the EMTs where excuse me, yes. After you had administered your first aid and had suspicions that the child was already dead upon your arrival to the scene, they were sent over to the EMTs.
Yeah, so the EMTs basically took over once they arrived, and unfortunately my attempts at CPR and rescue breaths was unsuccessful.
I think I'm going to conclude on my I think I have no further questions, Your Honor. Thank you for coming in and testifying here today.
All right. With that in mind, we got defense to cross-examine the witness.
Your Honor, no, thank you.
Oh, okay then. Then you
I don't
be
think
excused.
He can hear you. He can't hear you.
He's in no cross-examination, so you're excused. Defense, do you have any witnesses to provide?
Your Honor, I'm gonna allow one of the members of the gallery to come in here and be my witness, as long as they're sound of mind and not 4 years old.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give you the freedom to choose who you want to choose. So you choose whoever.
Hold on, let me gotta go hear some. Oh, let me hear some of y'all voices real. Wait, talk again. I don't know. Talk again. I don't know anymore. Yeah, you'll work. Your Honor, if you could let in, I don't know anymore.
All right. If you're not, I don't know anymore. Then you guys need to move out to the side. I'm gonna bring him in. If you guys are talking, if you got disruptive, I will kick you. Move away. I don't know anymore. Come over here. Come to the gate. Okay then. Then you're just.
Your Honor, permission to
You're
Yeah.
a big bitch. God damn.
I don't care. I
How
vote
you
kick
doing,
him.
Your Honor?
You're good. You can go there to the evidence room on that side. You can go brief them on what the hell is going on.
follow me.
Evidence.
Go that way.
Evidence.
Go that
I'm
way.
kinda
Go this
retarded.
way. Go this way.
Okay.
And XL, I will have you respond unless you don't want me to do what I did on that guy. AKA vote kick.
What?
If I were you, respawn. Alright. Let's see how much time we actually push forward on this. I thought we were gonna keep going, but I thought we were gonna finish this, but it looks like we keep going as it is. Let's see. around like 50 minutes. It's almost close to an hour. So we're on schedule. The sooner we get this done, the sooner we finish within an hour. Just predicted time schedule as it is. That's good. I just don't want anyone to finish within 2 hours or so. Holy crap! So if we finish this within an hour, that'll be like the greatest thing ever. So I can actually find a timestamp for this. This should be real easy. And once again, thank you guys for watching this, for witnessing this trial. If you guys are being disrupted though, I would vote kick you. But since you guys are not, like I said, really appreciate that you guys are waiting. And then once again, when we finish, you guys can just commence whatever you want here. Here, while Reggie has already been used, Care, can you come up here real quick? In case they're taking too long, also, Care, do you mind being their quote bailiff, so you can just remind them if they're taking too long and all that, if I ever tell you. Okay. If you're not, Care, please move away. You do realize I can vote kick you instantly, right? So if I were you, just move away. All right, come in here, Care. Hi, Theo.
Typical.
Alright. They've been there for like kind of like 4 minutes. So if they come up within like 3 minutes or more, then I'm gonna ask you to just tell them.
You wanna join?
But I give
Yes, Your Honor.
I gave them a little bit. I gave them a little leisure time too. So if I'm gonna give them a little more leisure time too. If they don't, then reminder as it is.
Okay. Will do, Your Honor.
I need to join me. Come on. Join me. Right, Bonnie? Join me. After that, I will. Hey, Bonnie, join me.
Oh, shut the fuck
Oh, what a lovely day we're having. All right,
okay.
where do I sit?
We're good.
Over there, right?
You're gonna sit down right there. And who are you? I didn't ask you to get in here. Do you mind if you
I
respawn?
broke into the courtroom. Don't mind me.
You have to leave, please.
I advise you to leave.
All right, now everybody, shut the fuck up.
I
All
just
right,
wanted some
please.
front row
Thank you very
seats.
much.
You do realize I will vote kick you.
Okay.
Oh, whoever. Or if
I am
you
sorry.
don't.
Wait, me.
No, you know.
Oh,
I know you.
but-
You're fine.
I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Anyways, as always, as
Your
always,
Honor, if the
yeah,
witness
auto
could be
swear,
present.
auto swear as it
Alright.
is. Do you swear to tell the truth? I don't know anymore.
Yes.
All right, beautiful.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, defense
Alright.
question him.
All right.
Is you gonna hurt me?
Sir, if you could state
Or
your
he?
name and
No.
occupation.
My name is Albert, and I'm a psychiatrist. Wait, psychiatrist or I'm a
Psychiatrist.
scientist? Yes, I mean, yes. I'm a psychiatrist. Yep.
Yes, you are.
Yes. Alright.
Okay.
Sorry, I've never been to court. It's my first time, kind of nervous,
It's
especially
okay.
when there's a cat next to me.
That's okay.
The fuck?
Now, sir, could you state where you work?
I work at the Hold on. I'm sorry. Just give me a second. It starts with the S. He gave me the hardest fucking name to say. All right, it's not easy. What was the name you said?
Hey, Rack, come here, Rack. Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Got a big.
You know what? I'm sorry, guys. Yep.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Come on.
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
Come on.
Come here.
It was
I'll beat your ass, bro. What you talking about? Alright, I'm sorry.
Who's a good boy? I'm gonna snap you.
Yeah.
You get
How am I supposed to focus when he's calling him who's a fucking good boy?
I kicked him.
What the fuck?
Cleo's cute,
Alright.
but you don't have
I
to.
work at a science.
All right, you do realize I'm gonna vote
lab,
kick you.
okay?
Hold on. You do realize I'm gonna vote kick you. So
I'm a
please shut
radio-
up.
Work at a science lab. Yeah.
Huh?
Your Honor,
Yes.
permission to show the witness a
You
document.
may. You may.
Sit down, robot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
The fucking.
This proof of ownership here shows a research facility in Stravonska.
Yes, yep. That is it, yep.
Can
Okay.
you tell me if you know of this research facility?
I'm sorry? Say it one more time, I didn't hear you.
Tell me if you know of this research facility.
Yes, I do. I work there. I work in radio waves.
Oh, radio waves.
Yes, yep. It's not a
Okay,
bad job, you
and,
know, like, yes.
Yeah. All right.
What is a prostate?
I'm gonna, hey, who's gonna bail me out?
I got you.
Alright,
I
I'm sorry.
will-
Now,
I will.
Alright.
I will
this
bail you out.
this document here shows that a psychologists in the U.S. say that radio waves are being transferred over from Stravonska over to the U.S. Could you explain this if you are, since you major in this?
I've never heard of anything like that. Don't explain to you. We don't do that here.
Decap.
Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, sir, I think they capping on my name. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, what's so funny? Shut the fuck up. Alright. I have no idea. Nope. Is there, I plead my fifth. I
So
plead the
you
fifth
know
on that.
nothing of radio.
Nope. Nope. No, I know radio waves, but I don't know about transferring stuff to another place.
Caught. You got caught.
I just worked there. That might be him right there. That motherfucker looks like
you
he.
personally have not transferred any radio waves.
Nope, not that I know of. Nope.
Has others in your vicinity transferred any radio waves over to the U.S.?
Possibly, but I can't really recall their names right now. So.
Can you recall their actions?
No, I wasn't really paying attention. I was probably getting high or something, or focusing on the buffet. I guess I don't know. But that guy will tell you.
Permission to execute the witness.
Excuse me. What-
You know,
what the
may
fuck did you
no.
just say?
Actually, no, you may not. That's up to the prosecution. Do they want to stricken their testimony or not? Do you want
Period.
to?
As you should. As you should. He's about to fucking kill me. No, I don't want to.
Prosecution, do you want
I'm
him?
sorry, Your Honor.
Prosecution, do you want him to?
No. I mean, shit. He'll do me a favor. Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't ask you. I asked
I'm
him.
sorry, just stricken.
Stricken his testimony,
fuck you-
basically.
Oh, shit. Oh, hey. I just realized you were saying that. I'm sorry.
Your Honor,
I was like,
permission to strike the witness.
Your Honor,
light
permission? Can I go in the room for a second
records of
to
living.
breathe?
No, you may
May I
not.
please
and
go in the
lagging
evidence room?
so bad. This is
for-
awful.
For a sec.
Unfortunately for you,
What'd you say?
I am afraid I cannot. So you cannot execute that
I-
witness. Sorry. I
I'm
apologize.
sorry.
about
How is
that.
this real by having a fucking cockroach in here?
If nothing else, then the
My God.
prosecution, do we wish to cross-examine?
Yeah.
Use that gun on him, not me. Look, he's a fucking alien.
I don't see a reason to cross-examine, Your Honor.
All right, we're getting good. I don't know anymore. You can now
Yeah.
respawn. Respawn now. We're almost done. Respawn, and please be quiet. We're almost done.
Nope.
Okay, good enough. Okay, now come up here to take your closing argument. We're almost done here. Oh my goodness.
I'm also a witness. I'm also a witness. I'm also a lawyer. I'm a
Mm-mm.
Buddy, calm down.
lawyer.
Nobody
Hey,
asked.
hey! Shut the fuck up, everybody! Shut up! Shut up! I got a bomb and I'm not afraid to use it.
Yeah, nobody cares about that too. All right, now come up here to state your closing arguments.
Alright.
This is why I love being in a group. Just instantly kick and move on.
Yeah. Alright. Alright. Your Honor. Excuse me, I'm lagging. You turn off some stuff. There you go. Your Honor, opposing counsel, member of the gallery. I hope it pleases the court. Oh my goodness. I came in here to tell you today that the case that you're going to have was going to be one that was going to ruffle your feathers. And boy, oh boy, have we just had a ruffling here today, folks. I'd like to go ahead and just dive right into the initial charges, which were stated as follows, which was 1 count of involuntary manslaughter and 1 count of child neglect. Why are these? What I'm about to go into is going to explain why the defendant should be found guilty today. What we need to establish here is 1, involuntary manslaughter. And one thing that we could prove with involuntary manslaughter is a legal causation. What is a legal causation for involuntary manslaughter?
No, keep going. Oh, that's beautiful. Keep going.
Were the defendant's actions a direct cause of the harm that could hold them criminally responsible for what happened? Absolutely yes. You not only received physical evidence of the fact that the defendant had walked into the garage, put her child into the back seat to turn on the car, and then leave to take a phone call. And then only when she came back did she covered her face, she called 911. She willingly called 911, Your Honor. Keep that in mind. She willingly called 911, was aware that her actions had caused harm to her child, and she was seeking medical attention. You heard from witness testimony from Reginald, who testified as a firefighter who also dabbled in first aid and was able to perform small medical feats onto the said child. You heard their testimony. They had went into detail about how they had gotten in to the home. They had received a call. They had went to the place of where the distress was coming from, and they met the victim, who had even admitted that yes, she had taken a phone call from her workplace, but swore it was only about 5 to 7 minutes. She swore that it was only a few minutes. Those few minutes were the last few minutes that she could have used to get her child from harm's way from the carbon monoxide poisoning that was later ruled as the cause of death to said child. Those few minutes, not only did her actions cause the death for the child, which falls into the legal causation of involuntary manslaughter, but it also falls into child abandonment, which falls into child neglect, the second charge that I brought to the table today, Your Honor. For child abandonment, or child abandonment, it is often described as when the caregiver caregiver neglects or leaves the child in a position where physical or emotional harm could cause or could come to be. What happened here today? She left to take a phone call. A phone call while her child was busy smelling and taking into the fumes of that car, and which later proved to be the reason that the child died. Your Honor, there is no reason, and I understand that I have the burden of the proof, but there's absolutely no doubt that that child could be here living today had that mother not taken that phone call, had she not abandoned her child in that car. The answer is clear. It should be a guilty verdict that is placed upon the defendant's head, who is in that cage here today. Thank you.
All right, you may
Ain't no
base it
way
back
you
down.
really said all that, bro.
Oh,
Your Honor, Bridgman to approach the witness.
you may.
That's my turn. That's my turn.
Your Honor, members of the gallery,
Shut the fuck up.
bloody mind control. That's what I came in here, and that's what I wanted to prove. Mind control, Russian mind control, Your Honor. Russian mind control taking place at the Stroganov facility. My intent today was to take away the criminal mindset and the criminal action away from my client by placing it in the hands of those at the Stroganov facility. Now, unfortunately, the scientist from the Stroganov facility that I had thought I'd brought today as a witness was replaced by a crackhead who unfortunately got into the courtroom. Very unfortunate, but a meth head had got into the courtroom and was promptly executed. Now, Your Honor, since I can't go into witness testimony that doesn't exist, I would like to go into the evidence that was presented by the defense. Number one, proof of ownership of the facility. Proof of ownership of a facility in Russia that specializes in radio waves, as I said earlier. Now this facility in Stroganov, Russia, Shavonska, Stroganov, Russia to be exact. What I intended to prove today is that the radio waves that that facility was releasing had the ability to alter people's actions. Now, I'm going to be quite frank with you, Honor. The only thing I've proved today is the possibility that my client could have been altered by these radio waves. I have not proved that my client has been altered by these radio waves. I've proved that the radio waves exist by the psychiatric document by the people from I believe I said Hickson University, psychologists at Hickson University that were studying the radio waves entering the U.S. And that's all I've proved. So, Your Honor, you have to make a choice.
Theo's on the run!
To believe in the possibility that my client would be not guilty. Your Honor, the burden of proof is a very interesting thing. Now, with the existence of these radio waves, has the prosecution really proved without a shadow of a doubt, Your Honor? I'd say there's even like a tiny little bit of doubt, Your Honor. Come on now. Just a tiny little bit of doubt with the existence of these radio waves. No further statements.
All right, you may take it back down.
Just a tiny.
All right, while you guys are sitting down on your comfortable
Your Honor,
chairs.
redirect. I'd like to
fine.
do a rebuttal. Excuse me. Yeah, no. Listen, defense, that's cute on defense's part right now, trying to argue that Russian radio waves going through a cell phone is what caused the defendant to act out the way that they did. Okay. Let's talk about that then. When I had mentioned that she had called 911 willingly and admitted it to the witness that we brought here today, Reginald, she, even without her phone being in her possession, without her phone in her hand, willingly admitted, oh, I just took a phone call. It was only going to be a few minutes. I had a phone call. She was getting a phone call from her elementary school workplace. She willingly admitted on her own volition. She was never under any brainwaves. And the fact that defense is trying to go and use that as their defense right now is absolutely ridiculous. And another thing that's ridiculous, let's talk about the radio waves that defense also brought to the table. What was it again that they stated it did? Right. It only caused misdemeanors and small acts of violence. This is not a misdemeanor, Your Honor. This is involuntary manslaughter. That's not a misdemeanor. Child neglect is not a misdemeanor. That is not a small act of violence. This isn't a game, and I'm not going to sit here and listen to some silly remarks about brain radio waves that were the cause of this child dying.
Yeah, I can just walk in.
Your Honor.
I'm not gonna do that.
Excuse me. I'm not going to sit here and listen to some silly defense about radio brainwaves, and you shouldn't either. I understand again that the burden of proof is on me, and that if you have any unreasonable doubt in the back of your mind, then yes, that plays a role against me. But there is no reasonable doubt. The reasonable doubt right now is the fact that Russian radio waves are the main cause for what happened here today, for the tragic event, for the death of this child. Answer is clear. Guilty verdict. Nothing else.
Alright. Like I said before, I'm going to deliberate upon myself, and with me, while you guys can sit comfy in your chairs, I'm going to have a few minutes to myself, and then we'll decide on the verdict. I will decide on the verdict. Okay. So, you guys heard it here, folks. This is their argument as the side right here. The prosecution have brought in the two charges of involuntary manslaughter and child negligence. And looking at the evidences that we provided, along with the whole proof as it is too,
You have to always open your mouth.
I think
What's the best type of cereal in y'all's?
I think with the prosecution, the product offer is good, but the defense is also gonna make sense as long as they're defending it too. Also, who the fuck is this huge ass? No. Get out.
Patron gun. I need to back the fuck up.
And
Fucking pops me.
with it in mind, I do believe child negligence is a must. So just with the death, with the show the video footage, that's also proof of child
The guy was
negligence.
supposed to be our witness decides to show up.
One.
Exactly.
Okay. Involuntary manslaughter.
I had to get a goddamn crackhead from the gallery to be my witness, and he fucked me.
Sir, I'm trying to throw tomato at the person right behind you. The guy who's sitting down trying to throw
What's the
tomato.
best type of
Alright.
cereal in y'all's
I
opinion?
think I
Is it
just
like
made it to proof as it
Bean
is too, so
Crunch?
I'm gonna send it.
Crunch?
Alright.
I don't know.
Hey,
You may sit back down.
Mm.
Be silent. Alright. The judge and himself only, well, you know, under further deliberation of the case itself, the two charges of involuntary manslaughter and child negligence. We're gonna go separate charges. We're gonna do guilty or not guilty on that charge and guilty and not guilty on that charge. So we're gonna do that like that. Okay. In the terms of in the charges of involuntary manslaughter, with the prosecution providing of the what is it called, mother, willingly and admittedly stating the death and the murder, I would say, of the child ends up due to carbon monoxide. The judge, the judge will find the verdict of that charge, involuntary manslaughter, guilty. In terms of child negligence, we find the verdict on that, also guilty. Case is adjourned. Both charges are both guilty as it is dismissed or adjourned.